You read the title, you know what you're in for. My mom is probably thinking I'm reading some sort of cooking book or something. That's fine. We shall leave it that way. We are going to get out of this reading slump, and the best way I find to do that is short, fun, sexy little novella length books. So I went and had a look. Downloaded a couple on Kindle Unlimited. No, I will not review the app. We've got some interesting ones we might try later. But I don't know. One of them, he's got Pumpkinhead, and I don't know if I don't know. We'll probably give it a go, but I have been purposefully trying, other than the last month that I haven't really read anything except a couple of rereads. I have been trying to read some of the shorter little novellas on Kindle Unlimited and that are free on Kindle to see if I can like one day like get a massive selection and I can do a video on that, because sometimes you just need those palate cleansers, or if you're in a reading slump you just need something fun, short and sexy to get you out of it and onto some bigger books with actual plot and storyline and things like that. Because obviously I've got so much on my TBR that I'm like, I really want to read it. I pick it up, I'm like, there's so much backstory and world building, I can't be bothered. We got To Tempt a Monster by Adrian Blue. This one's only 31 pages. We might start with that one, and then I've got some more to just like jump into. So I will keep you updated as the day goes along of what I'm reading. But went out this morning. Oh, I got a deal. I gotta show you the deal I got. Went to Asda this morning, super early. The clearance section has been so hit or miss lately. Good Lord, son, make your mind up. So hit or miss lately. Finally found something, and there was loads of these, and I checked the price. £1.85. Oh my god. And look at the best before date. It's not till bloody September. So I just grabbed a bunch because we get through a lot of coffee beans. I grind them up every morning for our coffee. And we're always just running out. It's always on the list. So I was really happy to find these. Yes. Anyway, it's time to read some filth in the conservatory. Join me. Let's see if we can find some good gems. So I've been reading the conservatory. I finished To Tempt a Monster. But I can't film in the conservatory, so I have to keep having to come back in here because it's way too bright. So it's less than 40 pages. Yeah, good thing I'm gonna give it like 3.5 stars, so not much to say, no plot really. So I'll just give you the rundown. So it's a Guardian Ward story. I think she's like 24. He's like a dragon shifter. We don't know too much about it, but that's what it is. She's been trying to tempt him and be a bit of a brat for many years of their relationship to try and get him to crack, but he won't crack. When they all go into like mating season is coming up. So that's a thing, and she sneaks back because he always sends her away during that time. And yeah, the kinks, we got some primal, breeding, and yes, even though I don't feel like committed to both of them enough because there wasn't enough pages, it's a shame. I think it could have been a little bit longer. But there you go, those are the kinks, that's the overall idea, and it's just a little smutty goodness for like 30 odd pages. So yeah, 3.5 stars. It was fun, it was good. Moving on. I'm gonna just shut this door. My neighbours really don't need to hear this. I went in for it. I read Jack, Pumpkinhead Man. I couldn't not. I saw this cover and I couldn't not read it. I was like, you know, I can just ignore the Pumpkinhead. I can. I can put a normal head in my head. There, in my head, your head. It's a normal head. How can I put this? It's a witch that summons Jack on Halloween. And it's a lustrous erotic novel. He should work for Starbucks for the amount of pumpkin spice he produces. You know exactly what I mean by that. And then the epilogue. I don't know if they wrote this just to make everyone laugh or like I'm not gonna say. If you want to go read it, get to that epilogue and tell me exactly what you think and what your reaction is to the end. So there is a slight breeding kink, I guess, at the end, because the only way that he can stay with her is if he puts a baby in her. Yeah, it's short, it's steamy. I couldn't really get past some of the words that we use to describe certain things that were happening. You know, when some things give you the ick, it's like he didn't have to describe it like that. Yes, very non-human tongue, obviously, and eggplant, very non-human, and it was fine. It did kind of throw me still with the pumpkin head, I'm not gonna lie, but it was all right. But I just had to read it out of pure curiosity. I'm giving it 3 pumpkin spiced stars. And we're gonna move on to another one immediately. Monster Eggplant Appreciation Day would not be complete without a little orc time, would it? No, it would not. So, for the third and final book, I've read The Orc Run. By who? Poppy Kildare. Kildare? Short, steamy, orc novella. We have a high lady, a husband, who is absolutely awful and terrible and disgusting. and never satisfies her needs, keeps taking her name out of the box. What box do you ask? Well, a box where women's names are pulled out of. It's a thanks to the orcs for killing all the demons and, you know, servicing their country, and the women need to do their own service, if you know what I mean. They can refuse, even up to the point of the run, they can refuse. And she finds out that her husband's taken her name out of it, and she gets really angry and she puts her name in, just to make a point, and then her name gets pulled, obviously. So she has to, you know, get oiled up and silked. Then she has to run through the forest, and an orc will catch her. And yes, it is steamy, delightful, and I give it 4 stars. What a great way to end. So we've had a 3-star, 3.5 star, and a 4-star. Fantastic. I do this and I'll like binge a bunch of like short, like steamy books, because then I'm like, it makes me want more like substance. And I'm like, okay, let's get into a book with like world building and characters and an actual plot. So, I think we did pretty well today. Let me know if you've read any of these, and please leave your recommendations for short, steamy novellas down below. Because they're always a good time, they're quick and easy to get through, and they're just great in between books or when you're in a reading slump. I'm calling this video a success. We have successfully gotten through many a species. We have a dragon shifter, an orc, and a pumpkin. Hope you enjoyed this mini reading vlog, and I'm looking forward to getting back into some books that have been on my TBR for the longest time. Going through my Kindle right now, and there are just so many that are just like staring at me, on my bookshelves obviously are full, and they're like, Ali, us, pick us. So yeah, I love you, and leave you like, comment, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff, do all of it, do none of it. It doesn't matter as long as you're happy, and I'll see you in the next one. The cats say goodbye, but they are snooze, so cute, so cute. All right, bye.